I haven't opened this reading journal since April. At first, I thought I had missed too much to continue, but then I realized reading journal don't have deadlines. Today, I'm finally coming back to it after 2 months of not reading at all. April was the last month I create a monthly setup in my reading journal. It is also the last video that I upload here. Back then, I was so excited to set everything up for the year. I had all those plans, pages I want to fill, reading goals I want to reach, and I honestly thought I would be updating it every month. But life had another plan. May and June were a complete reading slump for me. I didn't just read less, I barely read anything at all. At first, I was still trying to encourage myself to pick up some books in a hope that maybe something will intrigue me. Until I reached to a point that I won't force myself to read because it wasn't a chore. And honestly, I also had thought that I would eventually get back into reading. So I left everything as it was. Then 1 month turned into 2, and before I knew it, my reading journal was just sitting on my shelf collecting dust. For a while, I felt a little guilty every time I look at it. I wonder if I had already fallen into far behind to continue. Then I reminded myself that reading journal isn't homework, it's not something with deadlines, it's just a place to remember the story I love. So today, instead of trying to make everything perfect, I simply pick it back up. I actually filmed myself making my January book spread. I remember being so excited to decorate every page and record the whole process. January was my greatest reading month so far, and I remember back then I was so excited to make this spread because I felt that I kick off the year really strong. Well, how wrong I am. I got not only 1 but 2 5 stars that early in the year. I also trying a new layout for my review spread, which I really want to share. There are so many reasons that excite me to work on it. But somehow life got busy, the footage stayed on my hard drive, and by the time I had a chance to edit it, it already felt too late to upload as its own video. Instead of letting those memories stay hidden forever, I thought it would be nice to include a few clips here because even if they never become a full video, they are still part of this reading journal. Especially I want to show you my review spread layout because I genuinely really love how it turned out, how each book got its own space to show my love for them or my thought for them, and then also if they are my favorite book, like some books that I give 5 stars, they have their own space, that because of course I have more things to say about them or maybe add more decoration on them. I think I will continue to do it for the rest of my review spread. Ironically, what brought me back to reading wasn't actually a book, it was C-drama. I finally dipped my toes into watching C-drama and somehow I completely fell down the rabbit hole. Right now, I am absolutely obsessed. Even after a month, I still can't get over the love in the cloud. I've been watching some of my favorite scenes from this drama almost every single night. You know, that feeling when a story just stays with you after you finish it? That's how exactly I feel. I didn't want that feeling to disappear. I want to remember it. So instead of reaching for my reading journal, I pick up my weekly journal, the one where I usually write little highlights from my day. Most of the time, those highlights are just books, dramas or video I've been enjoying. And as I flipped back through those pages, I found entries about books I had read earlier this year. I found little notes about my favorite moments, random thoughts, and my reaction after finishing a story. Reading those entries reminded me of something I had completely forgotten. I don't journal because I have to. I journal because I love remembering how story make me feel, and somehow that made me want to read again. So today, I'm finally catching up with everything. I want to bring you along while I'm updating my yearly page in my reading journal. First, start with the bookshelf spread. For this one, I'm using the format that I read the book as the color system. So one for audiobook, one for ebook, and one for physical book. For audio and ebook, I'm using a brush pen from Ohuhu. Meanwhile, for physical book, I'm using midliner from Zebra. As usual, I will leave the link of all of the product that I'm using in the setup. I'm coloring the book here in my reading order, so it will give me visual what kind of format that I choose back to back or for the whole month. And as you can see here, the main format that I consume for a book was digitally, either ebook or audiobook. I'm quite sure that ebook, most of them are from manga or graphic novel. Meanwhile, for the full novel, I will read more on audiobook. However, trying to stick with that goal turned out backfire on me because instead of it encourage me reading, it make me feel guilty to pick up audiobook. Meanwhile, with my current situation, audiobook is the solution suitable for me if I still want to read. And because I still want to try keep reading physically instead of at least reading something through digital, either ebook or audiobook, I end up not reading at all. That's one of the realization that hit me this month that finally helped me to pick up a book again, because I let go that goals. I took reading, whatever format it is, still a win instead of not reading at all. The next page, I'm using the genre as the color coding system. I use Zebra midliner to color it. The pink one is for romance, the brown one is for mystery or thriller, the green one is for the humor, something comedic, the purple one is for fantasy, the turquoise one is for action or adventure kind of story, and lastly the yellow one from Ohuhu marker is for contemporary or general fiction. Similarly, like the bookshelf spread, I color each box based on my reading order because I want to see my reading pattern, like if I back to back reading the same genre or I keep trying to switch back genre every now and then. As you can see in here, I already noticed my pattern is that I tend to pick up the same genre at least 2 or 3 times, and then after that I immediately switch to the other and then continue in the same genre and then switch to another again. That's why as you see, like at least 2 or 3 boxes will have the same color, and then after that another same color coming, and looking at it is really satisfying to look, even though updating it this much it quite painfully because that I need to keep switching the marker every now and then. for my series tracker, which is, if you don't know, it is my favorite spread in this reading journal. This one still need a lot of work. I haven't updated anything, and since January I have started quite a lot of series, so it is a lot of things to do on this page. That's why I will skip it for now. Similarly with my TBR, as you already see on my bookshelf spread, that I only read one physical book this year, so this page almost had nothing to update for. I don't know if I will gonna work on that goal or just let it go. I haven't decided yet, so we will see. Moving to my Hall of Fame spread, which is the spread where I will put all of my 5-star read. I actually not really happy with how my rating goes this year, because out of 45 books that I have read, I only have 4 5-star, because since I'm tracking my reading, I think back in 2023, my average rating is quite good. Seeing that only 4 books out of 5 books that I read got 5-star, a little bit worried me. So for the rest of the year, I'm focusing more to pick up the books that I thought that I would love it. The next page is my reading stat. This is quite funny to update because I can see that how it gradually down from Jan to Feb, March and April, and then May and June it's become completely empty. No, May is completely empty. June I still read something by the end of the June, but nonetheless that's how my reading journey is this year, and it is something that I should embrace it as well. Despite of the result, one thing that I really love that I saw in this stat is that this year I read a lot of library books, so I'm using my Libby quite a lot. That's the thing that I will count as a win from this hilarious result of my reading journey so far. Also joining a few reading challenges this year, so I'm planning to create a dedicated spread for each of them, but I think they deserve their own video instead of squeezing everything into this one. Maybe you can guess what kind of challenge that I participating this year, and hopefully I'll be sharing the full set of video on the next video after this. Coming back to this journal has reminded me that hobbies don't have to be consistent to be meaningful. Sometimes we take breaks, sometimes we lose motivation, sometimes another hobby unexpectedly steals all of our attention for a while, and that's okay. The book will still be there, the journal will still be there. We can always come back whenever we are ready. If you've been in reading slump recently, or maybe you have stopped away from journaling for a while, I hope this encourages you to pick it up again, not because you need to catch up, but because future you might love looking back at this little moment. Thank you so much for spending journaling time with me today. I will see you in the next video where we'll be setting up my reading challenge spread. Until the next one, happy reading and see you soon, friends.